Hi, I'm Zoe Lacey here with.
Payton Shiffler.
Okay, so first question: why did you study at Ball State?
Well, I wanted to go to Taylor University, a few other places for volleyball, but I ended up not wanting to go far from home. So basically, my fear of leaving home is the reason I ended up at Ball State, and it was cheaper. So one of the scholarships I had actually let me pay full ride for my whole school, whereas at Taylor that would have only paid for 1 year. So that
Oh,
scholarship kind of helped guide me so that I didn't have any loans to pay when I graduated. So
makes sense.
yeah.
Where did you meet your husband?
Well, that's an interesting story. So he rode the same school bus as me when I was in like elementary school. I didn't know him by name. And then in high school, he was actually, you guys still have like cadets in class? You know what I'm talking about with like a cadet? Yeah. So he was my gym cadet for my freshman PE class. And so that's where I actually met him and knew his name and started like actually knowing him as a human. And then we didn't start actually, dating or anything like that until I was actually 18. So I was a senior in high school and he had been graduated at that point. So fun stories there.
So when did you have Chloe?
We had Chloe in 2022 um, in January. So yeah.
Um, what sparked your interest in sustainability, and how do you incorporate sustainability in your daily life?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I guess the passion started in high school. My mom was an AP environmental science teacher. We call it APES. And so I was kind of around it with that and Earth Club because she was an Earth Club teacher or Earth Club sponsor. And then when I took APES, I found a lot of interest in it. And so I kind of took it on. And then my minor is actually in sustainability from Ball State. And so I learned a lot there and just really enjoy it. So I try to keep it in all facets of life. But that's one of the main reasons I love teaching environmental science and then P-Tech as well. I feel like it's easy to incorporate and discuss. So,
Okay. What did you do in 4-H?
oh, interesting. Um, when I was in like mini 4-H, I did sewing. I've not sewed much in my life, but I did sewing, and then I did gardening, which I also knew nothing about. That was not, and I had a hard time with that because I just didn't know enough. But my mom did, so she obviously helped me before we went in. And then I did photography, and I loved photography. I actually went to state a few times with 4-H, and then my art also went. So I did arts and crafts a few years, and that went to state. I showed horses, but we never, like, I was not a state level horse competitor or anything like that. So I showed horses, but that was not like a big passion at the time, I guess.
Um, who inspired you to be a teacher?
Oh, a lot of people. So I come from a line of teachers. My mom's obviously a teacher. You guys get to see her. And then my mom's dad, so my grandpa Niall, was a teacher, a superintendent, a principal. My mom's mom, she was a paraprofessional. She went to Purdue to get her degree, and so I guess it came from that line. And then my great grandparents, which was my mom's family, that great grandpa was a teacher as well. Wrote books, very into math and science. And he was a farmer. He was a very cool dude. So I think it just comes from that line, that history of educating, and then being able to make a change. Right, like adults make changes, but they learn how to make changes from what they experienced in school. So like teaching you guys, like be the change you want to be, I think is big. Like
Right.
to make the change by educating you guys, right? Like that's the whole point of it. So all the things.
Um, hold on. A hidden talent or hobby most people wouldn't expect from you.
I don't think I have one.
Yeah.
I'm not very talented. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say it like that. My talents are, you know, organizing for school and doing my best to prep, even though that never goes through. But and then just volleyball, I guess I was decent at in high school, but I don't play anymore. So, well, and art, but I taught art, so I feel like people know that, but maybe
To play on the volleyball thing, why did you do volleyball?
not. I don't know. I really don't even know how that got sparked, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I started at Ray Club. Well, my mom was a coach. I guess that's where it started. My mom used to coach middle school here at Driver, when it was the old Driver. And I would go to practices with her, obviously, because where else are you going to put your child, right?
Yeah.
My dad worked at the time. So I was in the gym a lot with her, and I found it super fascinating. And then I ended up playing and loved it. Like the competition, it was hard work, but I wasn't having to run. I hate running. So I was able to like jump and hit the ball at people without having to like touch people. Like it wasn't a contact sport. So um, mainly the lack of running. I liked the lack of running. I hate to run, but it's a great sport. Love, love, love volleyball.
Did you have any pets growing up?
Yeah, lots and lots of pets. I couldn't even name them all, but I mean, I have everything from a nearly hairless dog when I was little that we adopted who was like thrown out on the ditch, came to our house, so we had him. He was named Scabs, which is gross, but that's what they named him. And then I had like loose, I mean, all kinds of dogs. We've had dogs. I've had barn cats, never a cat inside. We've had house, dogs inside the house. I had fish. Oh, I have some weird pets. Like I had Madagascar hissing cockroaches once, millipedes. That's odd, maybe. So maybe that's one of those things that I had as a pet that people wouldn't expect. I had a rabbit once, but my mom told me it ran away. It didn't. They sold it to a guy to eat.
Oh.
I didn't find that out till college. Yeah, good times.
Did you go to school with any of the current teachers?
Oh. Did I go to school with any? Miss Moore or Mrs. Moore Chalfant. She moved over here. So she used to be at Randolph Southern and then she moved over here. I think we went to school maybe a year together. If that, but she moved over here. So technically I went to school with her. Mr. Moore is a little older than I am, so I don't think we were ever at the same school. Mrs. Winkle, I went to school with her. She was a senior. She was in my husband's class. So my husband and her went to school since kindergarten together. I don't even know who's at the middle school, so I wouldn't be helpful there, but yeah.
Who's your biggest role model growing up in life or growing up?
My family in general, I feel like probably like my mom and dad. My dad's always a goofball. He's always good at like, fixing things or like basically beat it till you unfix, fix what's broken. And he always says like fake it till you make it thing, like things like that. And then my mom's just a Wonder Woman. I have a lot of awesome female role models. My mama, she was amazing. A great cook, super awesome, very strong in her faith, just an all over wonderful woman. So I think a lot of the female role models from grandparents to my mom and also my dad, not that he's a female, but were big role models for me growing up.
So, last question. How do you feel about being a P-Tech lead learner?
I feel like I'm crazy. No, I'm just kidding. No, some days it does feel like that. It's fun. You guys are a unique challenge in that trying to meet you where you are, knowing that you're capable of more than you guys even realize. And so trying to figure out how to crack open that potential, right? Because you guys have it, but trying to find it in a way that's interesting for you guys, right, is also the challenge because things I find interesting, maybe you guys don't. So I think that's been a challenge, but it's super fun, right? And to get to know you guys for as long as we have, like we know you guys better than any of our other students because we get you guys for more than one period and we're going to have you until you graduate. So you're stuck with it. Like we get you guys for a long time. So I think that's, I guess I feel blessed, I guess is the short of that. I feel super blessed to be here. So.
All right. Well, that was the last question. So thank you for coming on the podcast, I guess.
Yeah.